not a distant fantasy or only for the lucky few. It's a real life available to you, just waiting for you to take hold of it. People too often fall into the trap of thinking that their best life is something that happens someday when the stars align or things magically improve. Your best life isn't about waiting until the stars line up and for everything to fit perfectly. That is not really true, by the way. It's more a matter of how you know inside that you already have the ability to create a life you have always wanted inside of you now. Your best life is an intangible, something unique to an individual. That may be becoming a great worker, financially set, or actually attaining an accomplishment they work towards. For others, it may mean finding inner peace, building meaningful relationships, or pursuing a passion that brings joy and fulfillment. Whatever it means to you, the foundation of your best life is rooted in the choices you make every single day. It's about aligning your actions with your values, dreams, and aspirations, rather than letting life simply happen to you. One of the biggest obstacles to living your best life is the belief that you need to have everything figured out before you can start. The truth is, nobody has it all figured out, and waiting for the right time often leads to missed opportunities and regret. Life is unpredictable, and the perfect moment may never come. Instead of waiting, you can choose to start where you are with what you have. This doesn't mean you need to have all the answers or resources up front. It means taking the first step, even if it's a small one, toward the life you. Another common barrier is the fear of failure or the fear of stepping outside your comfort zone. You tend to feel uncomfortable with change or risk, but growth seldom happens within the walls of comfort. Your best life is usually found on the other side of fear, waiting for you to push through self-doubt and take bold action. Remember that every successful person has faced challenges and setbacks along the way. But one of the things that makes them unique is the willingness to keep going, learn from your experiences, and adapt when called for. It also requires a mental shift to live life better. It's about focusing on what you can control instead of dwelling on what you can't. These are all things within your power, be it your attitude, perspective, and your will to move forward. By cultivating a positive and proactive mindset, you can navigate the ups and downs of life with resilience and grace. This helps you see opportunity where others might see obstacles, and you can take ownership of your journey. Your best life is not something you will one day miraculously find, but actually a journey of growth, discovery, and self-improvement. It's about making the most of each day, embracing the present, and taking intentional steps toward the future you really want. The life you've always dreamed of is not something you have to wait for, something you can start building today. Getting the best life on the path requires one strong act, the act of making a decision. A decision marks the kickstart that takes formative dreams and sets the possibilities into place. It's that very moment that you take control of your future instead of just being a spectator in your life and start shaping it to whatever you want. This is no passing thought or wishful hope, but rather a firm commitment to yourself, a declaration that you are ready to step into life the way you truly want it. Making this decision requires clarity and courage. Clarity because it makes you know what you really want and why it really matters to you. It's digging deep to know what your core values, passions, and goals are. What does your best life look like? What kind of person do you want to become? What experiences will you have? These set a point of definition for your vision and sense of direction. Without clarity, it is easy to get lost or distracted, chasing after what doesn't quite align with the heart. Courage, therefore, means taking that first step forward, even when the unknown path is uncertain or frightening. It's normal to feel scared or doubt things where you're headed. However, courage isn't about not being afraid of things. It's about being willing to move toward things despite the fear. It's about having confidence within yourself and finding faith in your ability to learn things as you go. This is the strength that will give you the freedom to break away from beliefs, societal expectations, or self-imposed barriers that may have been holding you back in the past. After making the decision to pursue your best life, it is now a matter of taking action that supports that decision. This involves owning up to the choices you make and knowing that every single action, no matter how minute, counts toward the bigger picture. It's about being intentional with your time, energy, and resources and making choices that bring you closer to your goals. For example, if your best life includes better health, the decision to exercise regularly or eat nourishing foods becomes a non-negotiable part of your routine. If it involves career growth, the decision to learn new skills or network with like-minded individuals becomes a priority. This is a long process, not a single activity. There will be days when you are motivated, feel inspired, and are okay, but other days you might face some challenges or setbacks which will be necessary. In such times, revisiting the original decision might help to keep you on track and grounded. Just reflect on why you started and what you're working towards. This purpose will make you more determined to keep going when the road ahead gets difficult. Ultimately, this decision of achieving your best life is a gift you give yourself. It's an affirmation of your value and potential and a commitment to live a life that reflects your authentic self. By making such a choice, you are taking the first step toward creating a life with meaning, joy, and fulfillment. It's not always easy, but it's always worthwhile. Your best life is waiting for you. All it takes is the courage to decide that you're ready to claim it. The present moment is where your power lies, yet is often the most overlooked and underappreciated aspect of life. Many spend their days in the past, mulling it over and trying to right the wrongs of yesterday, or on speculation about what might happen tomorrow, and so miss all the richness and potential that is here now. The past, with all its memories and experiences, can teach valuable lessons, but that is not a place to linger. Similarly, the future, with all its possibilities and uncertainties, can inspire hope and ambition, but it is not a place to get lost in. The only moment you can really control is the present. And it's in this moment that you can take action, make choices, and create the life you want. Embracing the present means cultivating a mindset of mindfulness and awareness. It's about being fully engaged in what you're doing, whether it's having a conversation with a loved one, working on a project, or simply enjoying a quiet moment alone. You will feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of laughter, the taste of your favorite meal, and appreciate these small joys and beauty, often unseen. Such seemingly insignificant moments can add up to create a rich and fulfilling life. Being present also enables you to respond better to the challenges of life with greater clarity and resilience. When you're focused on the here and now, you're better at dealing with stress, critical thinking, and navigating complicated situations. You're not generally gullible and indeed live in the present moment, but you do so in a state of serenity and purpose. This does not mean ignoring emotions or avoiding difficult feelings. It means acknowledging them without letting them consume you. By staying grounded in the present, you can process your emotions in a healthy way and move forward with intention. One of the keys to embracing the present is letting go of the need for perfection. Many people put off living fully because they're waiting for the right conditions, the perfect job, the perfect relationship, the perfect version of themselves. But life is messy and unpredictable. And waiting for perfection often leads to missed opportunities and regret. The present moment is imperfect, and that's what makes it beautiful. It's in the imperfections that you find growth, connection, and authenticity. By accepting and embracing the present as it is, you open yourself up to new possibilities and experiences that you might otherwise overlook. Another important aspect of living in the present is practicing gratitude. When you take the time to appreciate what you have right now, you shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. Gratitude helps you cultivate a positive mindset and fosters a sense of contentment and fulfillment. It's not about ignoring your goals or aspirations. It's about finding joy and meaning in the journey rather than constantly chasing after the next milestone. This is the step of reclaiming one's power and becoming the owner of one's life. It's this: know that there is no future, and there isn't any past either. Only this present moment is yours. So by living fully in the present, you can make life an authentic, meaningful process that aligns with who you are at your core. It is certainly not always simple, especially for a world which often drags us in multiple directions at a time. This is a good practice nonetheless. Once one embraces the moment, then this opens doors wide to an amazing world of endless possibilities, a life to actually be lived, not just going through the motions as one moves into the world outside. While many powerful steps in creating the best life you desire, clear setting of intentions does stand out. Intentions are like the compass that aligns your activity, decisions, and energy in the direction that matters most. Unlike vague desires or fleeting wishful thinking, clear intentions are specific, meaningful, and deep within your system of values and aspirations. In this way, they give a sense of direction and focus while navigating the messy complexities of life with confidence and clarity. Without clear intentions, it's easy to feel lost or overwhelmed, drifting through life without a sense of purpose or fulfillment. The process of setting intentions begins with self-reflection. Take the time to explore what truly matters to you, your passions, values, and long-term goals. What kind of life do you want to lead? What kind of person do you want to become? What experiences do you want to have? These questions will help uncover what you really desire and create a vision for your future. It requires honesty about what you desire or what you want to achieve in life, shunning the wishes of other people, as well as societal expectations. For making your resolutions, once you have determined your core desires, you then need to clearly write them down. Vague intentions, such as wanting to be happy or wanting to be successful, are too big to be accomplished. Instead, break them into specific, measurable, and attainable goals. For instance, if your intention is to achieve better health, you may plan to exercise thrice a week or to bring more whole foods into your daily diet. If you want to grow in your career, you might have intentions to learn a new skill, take on a challenging project, or network with industry professionals. The more specific your intentions, the easier it is to create a plan and take consistent action. Aligning your actions with your values is also part of setting clear intentions. This means making choices that are a true reflection of what matters most to you, even when it's hard or unappealing. For instance, if one of your values is family, you will likely choose to spend quality time with family members rather than working late hours at the office. If one of your values is growth in self, then you would spend some time each day learning or self-improving. When your actions are in alignment with your intentions, you create a sense of harmony and integrity in your life, which leads to greater fulfillment and satisfaction. Another important aspect of setting intentions is staying flexible and open to change. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances may shift in ways you didn't anticipate. While having a clear direction is important, staying flexible and ready to adjust plans is equally so. This does not mean you abandon your intentions, but instead be open to new opportunities and approaches that may help you achieve them in ways you never thought of. Flexibility allows you to navigate challenges and setbacks with resilience, keeping you on track even when the path isn't straightforward. Finally, clear intention setting requires regular reflection and reassessment. You will change and grow, but so might your desires or priorities. What mattered to you a year ago might not mean as much today. By regularly reviewing your intentions, you can ensure that they stay aligned with your current values and aspirations. In such a way, you can also successfully track your journey, celebrate your progress, and make those changes necessary for you to remain motivated and focused. In essence, setting clear intentions is about taking ownership of your life and creating a roadmap for your future. It's about defining what you want, aligning your actions with your values, and staying committed to your vision. When you set clear intentions, you empower yourself to live with purpose, passion, and direction, bringing your best life within reach.